Welcome to my presentation. I am Saurabh Borua. Today I want to present my assignment 8 and the topic of my presentation is CIT self-study courses on, and I choose topic on National Traffic Incident Management Responder Training. And in this presentation part, firstly, the training course discusses on the principles of safety, especially the road safety coordinate the incident management and efficient response of the roadway incident, and it will cover with the training for emergency responder, transportation staff, and also multi-agency are involved with this topic. And this training actually cover traffic safety, multi-agency training, and emergency response. So all these things covered in this training. Next, first comes the traffic incident management matters. There are actually four issues here. Firstly, we have to protect lives so that we can reduce risk for road users at incident scene. Next, we have to restore the flow and we have to restore a normal condition of road after the incident and do it as quickly and safely as possible. Thirdly, we have to align agencies and coordinate among different responding organizations. And lastly, we have to prevent the secondary clashes because sometimes it happens that after one incident, another road accident or incident happen. So we have to limit congestion and reduce the follow-on collision issues. So first comes here the TIM responders. Who are the traffic incident management responders? There are several organizations involved. Firstly, law enforcement because they ensure security, traffic control, and investigation. Then the accident vehicle may catch fire, so fire and rescue team is involved. Then EMS, Emergency Management Service, which include medical treatment, patient transport, all this type of stuff. And another multidisciplinary thing is transport agencies because they operate roads, signage, and infrastructure support. Fifthly, the tow and recovery because the vehicle which involved in the incident has to remove and need to clear the road. And most vital issue here is communication and dispatch because we have to flow the information, resource coordination, and situation awareness to our other vehicles who are incoming in the spot. So all these six responders are involved in the traffic incident management. Now comes the core principle, the coordination of this response, because it's not just the issue of one agency, because law enforcement, emergency management service, fire, transportation, tow operators, all are involved, and there are issue of multiple risks, plan, and delay may grow. The best part here is we have to consider united commands, share the communication, and faster resolution of problem is assigned, because faster if we can assign the faster resolution so that we can reduce on-scene time and secondary causes of secondary incident. Also, we have to ensure the unified command because so that uh, our actions will not overlap and there are less gap between communications. So these are important issues to coordination. Now comes the basic concept. Firstly, we have to detect the incident, then we have to communicate, then respond safely, last we have to clear rapidly. So all these four are the foundation pillars of traffic incident management. So best part comes here, we have to coordinate execute promptly and efficiently on the scene to resolve the issue. Now comes the incident detection and notification. So it covers actually 4 steps. Firstly, report received, the emergency call. The report received can be done by emergency call, camera, sensor systems. Then information has to be dispatched to all relevant agencies simultaneously. Then unites the dispatch because appropriate resources are mobilized based on the incident types and severity, because incident types and severity are the most important issues, that how much resources and which type of resources we have to allocate to tackle the issue. Then awareness build, the responder received early situation awareness before arrival to the scene. So awareness is also important here. So all these 4 notification and detection for incident are relevant. Then comes the initial scene assessment. So within the initial scene assessment, because we have to do it within first few minutes, because these are crucial, because within that time we will have to determine the hazard, casualties, and resource need to solve to tackle the action situation. Here there are also 4 considerations we have to think. Firstly, we have to evaluate the hazard, then assess the casualty, assess traffic flow, and request resources. Within the evaluation of hazards, we have to identify whether the vehicle got fire or not. Is there any issue of fuel spillover, downline, and unstable vehicles? We have to consider all this stuff. In the second case, for casualties, we have to consider where there is a fatal situation, injury, or damages of vehicle. We have to assess these. And in the traffic flow, for the third case, we have to determine the impacts on lanes and the approaching traffic pattern. And in the fourth thing is we have to call additional units and consider the initial capacity. If required, we have to consider to call the additional units. Now comes the topic of safe vehicle positioning. Within this issue, we have a number of issues. Firstly, protect responders and victims, then use emergency lighting, then create secure work area, and lastly, maintain visibility. These all 4 steps are very much crucial because we have to create physical barrier between work zone and live traffic, and also block the lanes strategically so that can protect the space for operations, and deploy warning signs and alert approaching motorists to maintain safe distance, and ensure personnel and vehicle visible to the remaining traffic all that time. All these issues, these 4 issues are important for the safe vehicle positioning. Next comes the establishment of safe zone, how we can ensure the safe work zone. Firstly, define the scene boundary. We have to define it, then deploy warning sign and manage lane closure and maintain escape routing, especially we have to ensure the rerouting. So work zone save lives is important here, and escape route should be identified before this work begins. We have to ensure this, and ensure prevent the secondary crashes and protecting the responders. Within the scene defined boundaries, we have to mark the perimeter of the incident area, place signs and cones, flares to proper distance. We have to ensure that, and close lanes with tapered zone and advance warning. And lastly, ensure responders to provide clear paths to exit conditions and changes. Now comes the personal safety for responders. Within the personal safety of responders, there are several topics here. Firstly, they have to wear high visible vessels and helmet vest, this type of stuff, and maintain situation awareness by continuously scanning changing traffic condition, hazard, and vehicle movement, and never stand in the live traffic lane because it is important to protect the this incident war zone at all time. And lastly, adhere to agency standard and protocol and the best practice, maintain best practices for every call and communication. The respondent have to maintain all these stuffs. Now, about the incident command and structure, it's a framework that the foundation of every effective response, and designate for incident commander, coordinate agency actions, maintain clear communication channel, continuous monitoring, all these stuffs and strategy they have to follow. Now comes the role of incident commander, or who is the boss of this uh, total response and rescue team. They have to make operation priorities, evaluate the scenario and incident here, and allocate resources properly so that they can deploy equipment and personnel as per required. Responder safety is also important because that comes with the accountability and enforce safety protocol. And best part is that they have to coordinate among agencies, dispatch dispatch external agencies for unified operations, because unified operations will make the prompt incident management, because we need to reduce the incident management time so that the road will be clear and restore the original road condition. And here comes the traffic control and management. If you look at this stuff, we have to protect responders, guide motorists, because it is important, because other motorists who are nearby the incident scene, they may affect by traffic congestion. So we have to care about that and prevent additional incidents. So vehicle direction is important here, because direct the other vehicles around the incident. So using a flag or signals, lane restriction, we have to restrict the scenario condition as per required, control equipments. So how to control these neighboring traffic? We have to deploy cones, flare, arrow boards, and VMS correctly. And congestion prevention is also important because it may cause secondary crashes and gridlocks. Now talk about the communication and information sharing, because we have to ensure reliable, continuous communication, and every responder must be connected properly to the command post, dispatch information to the partner agencies as well. And responder updates is important here. Public information, because media advisories, traveler alert should be connected with the incident related information. So this can be done by traffic management centers. They can coordinate real-time basis for the traffic data and alerts. And incident documentation maintenance is also important here. Now comes the handling of complex incident situation. If we look at here, that we have to we may need to uh, assign specialized resources, expand command structures, and interagency coordination is very important for the complex incident scenarios. In this point of view, we have to may need to tackle some matters. For example, hazardous material, multi-vehicle crashes, severe weather, large-scale emergency. I will discuss this one after another, because sometimes incident involved with the hazardous material, and it may establish hot, warm in the in the cold zone, and need to coordinate with the environmental agencies. And in many cases, incident may involve multi-car casualties, extraction operation, and it is much more complex situation, and weather condition during the incident may reduce visibility, surface condition, and weather related secondary hazard may occur. And for large scale emergencies, multi-agency command need to active, mutual aid and help required, and must required thing here is the unified command. So these complex incident scenarios can only be handled with proper management, incident management. And let's talk about the secondary risks, because incident is only as safe as its perimeter. Secondary collision may occur and it may lead to fatalities. So incident management is non-negotiable. So we can consider four matters here. Firstly, prevent additional collision. We have to ensure that establish advanced warning areas. Then we have to maintain the flow, because open lane moving to reduce backup and driver frustration may occur. And also provide the early driver warning using flares, arrow boards, or patrols to alert the approaching vehicle in the incident spot, and monitor the road conditions, and ensure that there is no fuel spills, debris, and surface hazard beyond the primary scene. We have to ensure that. Now talk about the rapid incident clearance, because to ensure that first few minutes of delay, multiple congestion and risk occur, and rapid clearance must move the disabled vehicle debris off the road as quickly as possible. So if we look at the diagram here, we have to do multiple tasks. Firstly, the remove vehicle, clear debris, secure the scenario, and restore traffic. We have to ensure that within the removed vehicle, tow the disabled vehicle as quickly as possible, remove the hazard and debris and any fluid that is spilled over on the roadway, secure the scenario, establish safety zone and protect the responder, and lastly, reopen the lanes and resume the normal flow. We have to ensure that, and coordination is the first and foremost thing here to ensure. Now let's talk about the terminating the incident operation. Since the whole process is a structured demobilization scheme, and we have to ensure the resource disperse, premature release of units and equipment can create hazard, as we know. So we have to confirm road safety, that all hazards are removed from the road, and remove the control device such as cone, signs, and temporal signal control equipment. Then release the units systematically, dismiss responding agencies in organized sequence. This is important. Finally, we have to submit the report that the work of the agency is done, so that these four things have to done for the traffic incident management to ensure the terminating incident operation here. So what are the role of dispatch and communication staff? It comes, if you look at, there are multiple role. Firstly, receive and verify the report, because it is important. They have to confirm the incident. Coordinate the resource is also very essential, because assign an appropriate unit based on incident type and scale. We have to ensure that. Then provide situational update, because real-time information has to pass among the units and command throughout the incident management scenarios. And multi-agency links maintaining is important, because it will sustain the communication channels across all responding agencies. So dispatchers and communication staffs should work together in the incident response and follow all these four vital roles from their point of view. And here comes what is the takeaway of the training. First is safety first, because responder and motorist safety is the topmost priority. We have to ensure first this, and effective coordination to ensure unified command interagency cooperation will improve the whole scenario. Clear communication, clear and reliable communication between the agencies and the units, so that information will pass efficiently, and it will ensure uh, to clear the road incident as quickly as possible. Lastly, rapid clearance is very important, because first scene resolution or problem solving, problem means here the incident situation solving, will reduce congestion, and it also reduce the secondary crashes. So thank you so much for my presentation. This is all of my presentations on the National Traffic Incident Management Responder Training, and part of my presentation slide on the assignment 8.